Well, happy Thursday, you guys. Happy Thursday. And thank you for coming back to my video, okay? Thank you for coming back and returning, okay? If you can like, share, comment, that'll be wonderful. And I appreciate all the people that's coming back and supporting me. I thank you so much. And I know I haven't been doing videos often, but I'm slowly coming back. I had... Y'all, I just really had a hard time this past year and a half. And I've been going through a lot. Have a lot of different life changes and events. And I just been kind of going through it. And I haven't been on my channel. But I'm slowly coming back. I want y'all to stay tuned for this quick little cooking video I'm about to put up. I'm slowly doing stuff to come back. But I appreciate every single one of y'all. I don't want to drag this intro out long. People be like, get to the point. Believe me, I know. So I ain't gonna drag that on. But if you could like, share, comment, and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to be notified when your girl upload another video, and watch the video of the ads till the end. Yes. So y'all, I'm letting my nails air out. You gotta let them air out before you can't keep just doing and doing and doing them. You gotta let them air out. Just like you have to let your hair get a little breather from different, stuff that we do to our hair. We got to do the same thing with our nails. And with that being said, we got to do the same thing with our life too. With our attitude, with our disposition, with everything. We got to take a chill pill at sometimes. Sometimes we have to let it air out. Sometimes we have to look at it and figure it out and figure out how we can make it better. Just like taking off your nails and letting it breathe, letting your nails get some breathing, letting your hair, just like we clean up our house, just like we go through our drawers and pull out all the old stuff and all the stuff we don't need. We got to do the same thing with our life. We have to look in the mirror and pick out those things that we need to take out so we can be a better person. But the cold part. The cold part is when somebody else picks through your garbage and throw your garbage at you. Okay? Because see, a lot of times people act like they don't have no garbage. Okay? Because maybe right now in their life, everything's going fine. They met them, a man. We all want a companion. We all want somebody in our life to have a companion. We all do. Who wants to die alone? I mean, you're going to die alone per se. You're going to be in that cast. But you know what I mean. You want a companion. We all do. We all want a friend to be able to call on the phone. We all want that person in our life that we can confide in, and share our times with. But then don't. See, people forget, okay? It's like when they're blessing, when they train then came through and they hopped on their train and they think they live in a certain type of way. Okay, and then it shows in their attitude because they got their nose all turned up. They got a little attitude. They always, acting like they better than somebody else. See, when you act like that, that makes people really pay more attention to you and really find your flaws. You know what I'm saying? Because when you act like you don't have none, oh, baby. Oh, it's some people out there that's going to look for them flaws and point them out and give you a reality check. Okay? And some people can't handle their reality check. I know, just like when me and my daughter be going through it and she be like, Mom, you did such and such, you said such and such, and when I was growing up, you made me feel this kind. We had that conversation, and it hurt to hear those things. I made some mistakes. We all have. But I do feel good that I owned up to them. I owned up to my crap. But it's kind of bad and sad when some people cannot take accountability, responsibility for their actions. They want to gaslight you, and you tell them how you feel, and then they tell you It's because of you is the reason why I've done A, B, C, and D. It's because of you is the reason why I'm treating you this way. I'm like, well, ain't that some mess? So I'm feeling a certain type of way because it's something you did. And I'm bringing it to your attention, but you're blaming me as the reason why you doing what you're doing to make me feel the way I'm feeling. But at least I can handle when I do something, because I'm talking about myself right now. And as a human being, it takes growth and wisdom and strength to be able to accept the things that you have done and said. Okay? It takes a person with wisdom to accept the things that they have done. Okay? Now, I was watching, I'm going to get to it. I'm like that lady on In Living Color. She be sitting in the window with her rollers in her hair and be watching everything. And then she said, oh, don't be talking about Miss Jenkins. Okay, well, I'm her, right? I'm getting ready to look. So I seen something today, y'all, that inspired me to do this video. And so I was just watching. And this particular person was saying that, they're getting ready to do different things and bring different type of content to their channel and everything. And I started thinking, I'm like, wow, now you feeling a certain type of way because you have been exposed. You have been walking around acting like you all that, having a little attitude, always just, trying to be beautiful in the camera. You have no content, you have no conversation. You just do things just to have a conversation. But then when some people start really noticing things and bringing things out, now you want to be all the way a Christian. Have you ever, how sometimes, I got to give you a scenario, an analogy, okay? You know how you want something and you finally get it. Let's say you've been praying for something to happen magnificent in your life. And then when it happens, you stop praying. You don't pray as much. You're not as humble as you were when you was trying to get it. Okay, I don't know who sung that song. Y'all youngsters know. Stay humble. You have to stay humble. Okay. Now, in the midst of your fire, you want to get humble now. You want to get humble. You're not taking any accountability, any responsibility for anything that you've done. All the things that you did, the messy things, the jumping around from over here to over there, saying this over here, over there, not showing no loyalty to your family. And I am so big on loyalty, okay? That's a deal breaker for me, okay? And so I don't care if it's your family or if you're married into a family. When you get married into a family, when you get married, even if there's things that you don't like about that family or people you don't really care for, you still want to be loyal because that's your wife or that's your husband, however the case is. You still want to be loyal. Because when you get married and conjoin, you're as one at that point. And so when somebody is talking about your husband's family or your wife's family, basically they talking about you too. And when they're hurting, and so when you see that your spouse may be a little upset about what's being said or done, but you should be more on your spouse's side and being more supportive and being more understanding. But when you start going over and hopping around and doing stuff, you're going against the grain. So where is really your loyalty? What is your real intention? See, even in a lot of situations, even I had one, like with my boyfriend, okay? Um, uh, I might want him to do certain things around the house. And he always got an excuse. He's tired, he's this, he's that. But when he finally do certain things around the house, it ain't because he just did it for me. It was because he was gonna benefit from it too. He's that type of, he's selfish. You know, that's just one of his flaws. He is selfish. He's a selfish person. He doesn't think so. He doesn't think he's selfish, but he got a lot of selfish ways. And a lot of times people will do things nice for you because there's a hidden agenda. Sometimes people marry people because of a hidden agenda. Okay? And then when you finally get that man or that woman, and it's not all what it cracked out to be, but you still got this image you got to portray. You still got this facade that you have to live through now because everybody see it. Everybody called it out. Everybody notices it. Everybody done pointed this, that. Everybody done seen through the whole thing. But now you got to work even harder because now you got to live up to this facade that you have created. Okay, this image that you have created. And now, everything you thought that it was going to be is not that. And so now you found yourself in a pickle. It's a pickle. And you don't just want to bail out because then, that's really going to be a lot of talking then. Okay. And so now you have to live up to this facade. You got to work hard now. See, the things we do, karma got a way to come back and bite us in the butt. Because you can go into a situation with an agenda. Okay. And that agenda, okay, the whole agenda done changed. Okay, it ain't what you thought it was gonna be, and you thinking because this person knows this person, just like Brandy, when she introduced Ray J to the scene, everybody wanted to mess with him because he was related to Brandy. Everybody got somebody in their family. Just because somebody is famous, and just because somebody is known, doesn't mean that they ain't got no family members that ain't shit. So, now since, the light has come on, you done blown your cover. Okay, look, your cover has been blown. Okay, we all know what the real deal is. Okay, and now you want to get humble. You want to forget all the things that you've done and how you acted. And you just think that you're just going to, change the whole baseball game in the middle of the second quarter. You can't just change the game in the middle of the game. When you start the game, you started it with those rules. And now the game is not going to be over until the game is over. Okay? Deal with it. Okay? So if you want to deal with it, by now you want to come back to the Lord. Okay? Now you want to, be thankful. And now you want to talk about those stones that was thrown at you. That's being thrown at you. You want to talk about those stones, but you didn't think about that when you was talking about, somebody's tooth and everything. I mean, even though that's all you said, tooth and everything. Were you thinking about that then? Were you being humble then? I'm waiting. Okay. So now, and that's how it is in life. People, when they're in the heat of it, when you're in the heat of the night, okay, uh, you need to find comfort when you're having storms. But that comfort should be private. That comfort should be private. Because it's not a good look to that's just like a person. I got to give another type of analogy. Let's say a person, start beating up on somebody, and then now they're getting beat up on. Oh no, that's not a good one. Let's say somebody, let's say you was always breaking in people's houses and robbing them, and now you got caught. Not, you got caught. People found out it's you, and now you're being robbed. So in the midst of you being robbed, you've been robbed 3 times. You didn't, you be trying to, fix your window, fix the door, replace everything. And every time you replace something, fix something, you're robbed again. So now in the middle of this happening to you, you want to get humble. You want to talk about the Lord. You want to talk about how it's wrong for people to rob you. Now you want to talk about the convictions that you thrown on somebody else. Now you want to talk about it with you. Now you want to talk about it's wrong for people to rob you. And you just going to keep praying. And you just going to be praying. You're going to stay praying. You're going to talk to the Lord. You're going to do all these things now that you're in the midst of it. See, you're in the midst of it now. So now you want to try to flip the script. But those things that you're talking about doing should be private between you and your God and your spouse or whoever, in your own privacy of your home, because now you look even more a certain type of way. Because you've done so much and said so much, and your attitude has been a certain type of way for so long. And now people are just, they're not dragging, they're just talking. They're just expressing their feelings, their observations, their opinions. That's all it is there's no, that's it. It is what it is. It's just their opinions. It's just their thoughts. It's just their perception. That's all they're doing. But when someone can't handle that's a sign of a lot of insecurity, a sign of a lot of things that was going on inside of them that's being exposed now, things that they probably have been trying to fight through, and things that they, because a lot of times when people act like they're all that, anywhere in life, now I'm off of any particular thing, anywhere, when people have to put up a facade, and you have to do that, you're not happy with self. When you have to put up a facade, and when you have to pretend that you're something that you're not. And see, when you go into a situation with bad intentions, with not good intentions, with selfish intentions, with a gainful, one-sided attention, you're going into a situation because, that person knows someone, and you think you're going to come up, you think you're going to rise to the top. See, everything is not always what it seems to be. Everything is not what it seems to be. And so, when you find that out, you find yourself in a little pickle. A small pickle jar. A small one. People, we have to be very, very careful on forgetting how to be humble. We have to be careful on our intentions on things. Okay, what is your intent? What is your intentions? Okay, our intentions are very, very important. What is your intentions? Okay, when your intentions are not right, it ain't gonna turn out right. It is not gonna turn out right. And then it's too late. You have to deal with it. You know, you can't change the game in the middle of the game. Just keep playing. Don't change the rules. Don't change the game to fit how you're feeling and what you're going through. Okay? When you you the one laid the foundation. You are the one that laid the foundation. Everybody now is walking on the ground that you laid. And now you want to change it because you don't like what's happening? You don't feel good what's happening? And it's wrong for people to throw stones at you? You guys, that's all I have to say. Because I got to get back to work. Okay? My break is over. I have to get back to work. I hope you guys enjoyed my little video today. All I want to say is the word of the day. Stay humble. Stay humble. Don't walk around with your nose all stuck up in the air like you better than, because you're not. Because when your nose get chopped down, when you get knocked down, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt real bad. Stay humble. Word of the day. Please stay humble, y'all. Please stay humble. Okay? And be able to handle what you dish out. Be able to handle it. If you cannot handle the repercussions of breaking somebody's window, then don't throw no goddamn rock. Okay? Because if you break someone's window, your window's going to be broken too. And you're going to feel the same way that they felt. Your feelings are not better than their feelings. Now, all of a sudden, you want to flip the script and do all these positive things. So you're forgetting about these other people's feelings. You cannot forget about their feelings. They got feelings too. Your feelings are not more valuable than their feelings. We all have feelings. We all have the right to way to feel the way we feel. We all have the right to way to have our opinions. We all have the right to way to see things the way we see it, to understand things the way we understand it. Now, if we're understanding it wrong and you want to bring it to our attention, that's fine. But we all have our own minds and our own way that we think and view things. We all have our own way that we view things. Okay? That's all I want to say. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you did watch the video till the end. Okay? I have to get back to work now, you guys. And I will catch you. Oh, wait a minute. Don't let nobody steal your joy. I will catch you in the next video. Peace.